Which parent did you suffocate first?
My father, and after he died, my mother put her head on his chest, and she was there for a few hours, and then I finished her.
It was the confession that has shocked the world. Lawrence Krauss telling me right in the CBS 6 lobby he killed his parents. Even the governor talking about the confession.
Let me address something that I know is on all local residents' minds, is this shocking revelations that have come out this week about the horrific, shocking, and deeply disturbing murder of two elderly people, a husband and wife, who deserve to live.
Tonight, in another CBS 6 exclusive, I go behind bars to sit down with Krauss one more time.
The world knows what happened now. That doesn't.
I mean, that does help. I'm glad that people know about my statement. That's important to me.
CBS 6 News starts now.
Good evening. It was the confession that no one saw coming. Lawrence Krauss telling me yesterday that he did it. He killed his parents 8 years ago in Albany, burying them in the backyard of Crestwood Court. Tonight, in another CBS 6 exclusive, I go behind bars to sit down with Krauss one more time. Here is a portion of that conversation.
Thank you for seeing us again, Lawrence. Since you told me yesterday that you killed your parents, do you feel a sense of relief today about that?
Not any extra relief. No, not at all.
The world knows what happened now. That doesn't.
I mean, that does help. I think. I'm glad that people know about my statement. That's important to me.
But I think people out there care about your parents and what happened to them.
Yes.
Can we just go through that again very quickly? That night that you decided to take their lives, did you know that day, the day before, when did you know that was the time to do this?
My father laid back and was ready. He knew. I just want to say a message that there's a legal defense type of thing, and then there's a political defense. And the most important law in this country is New York State ratification law, which says that the people have the power to reassume the powers of government whensoever it is necessary to their happiness. And one of my goals was to create a board of trustees for New York State. And to create that initial trustee, someone needs to know what to do. So I'm making the claim that I'm the initial trustee of the New York State Board of Trustees, and they would have prosecutorial immunity. And so I appeal to that as having prosecutorial immunity for this case.
It's pretty much a certainty that's not going to happen. You also talked about wanting to be tried under German law.
Well, ancient German law, yes.
Is that still something you're looking for?
I would ask for it. There's nothing wrong with asking. I mean, you never know if you'll get a yes. You can get a yes. And this country is unstable right now. You don't know what could break up. And I do think the country should break up into pieces to make it better for everyone. Even the Washington Post suggested that.
The court of public opinion seems to say that they're not happy with what they heard from you yesterday, that they think it was a cold-blooded crime. Do you understand people thinking that way?
I'm glad you gave me that feedback. We all are getting old. We're all going to need help, and we're all going to have to decide how to deal with these kinds of problems. And with 40 million boomers getting into that stage of life, they need their options open, and their families need their options open.
But who are you to decide, other than being their son? But is that decision up to you? Can you play God?
You can do your duty to your parents as they give you feedback, information, etc. And so it's really not a decision of God. It's it's a matter of what kind of lives are you trying to give your parents under grave circumstances that will be coming. If somebody falls and then ends up in the hospital, they're in like a machine that will just process them along, and you will have no way to recapture control to get control of your own life again.
But they weren't in a hospital. They weren't hooked up to a machine.
Right.
Their lifeline was you, and you snuffed out their lives.
You have to understand that the end was coming, and the world starts to go. You have to decide when your time is up.
But did they decide, or did you decide?
They were giving me hints to this effect.
And a hint's enough to go and decide to take a life?
It was information like a plea that this is the beginning of the end for them.
Well, it was the end for them because you made it the end for them.
Okay, I'll have to keep. I think, but I.
And you can tune in for the full exclusive conversation in the Jailhouse with Lawrence Krauss at 6 o'clock. You'll hear what he has to say about his somewhat rocky relationship with his parents. Again, this conversation and his confession are available on our website and our YouTube channel.